you've got someone fun who can take charge, who makes a lot of decisions that are fun and like what we want to do. They also are always down to give rides, always. They've got great acceleration, right? They go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds,
Are you
and
picking a car?
I'm open, baby.
I'm open.
I'm back.
We're back, baby. We're
back. We're so back.
We are so back.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they noticed your point. Alu, do you want to say what that is?
Oh,
Behind
this
you?
right here. This right here.
Yeah, what's
This
that right there?
is a game worn Cam Brock jersey from the inaugural Alley Cat season, I believe. Cam will be in the comments letting me know the specifics.
Did you wash it?
It was washed, unfortunately. I did give it a sniff. Yeah, but seriously, like, blowing my mind. Shout out to Cam Brock. He wanted all of us to have like a background, like a la like Pardon the Interruption or like Dan Patrick Show type of vibe. So we are accumulating our backgrounds, and what better way to start it with friend of the pod, Cam Brock's memorabilia. You guys all he sent all of us something, right?
Yeah, I'll go next. So if you see where I'm pointing right here, this disc is actually Cam Brock's 600th career goal that he scored in the AUDL, which he leads the league by a far margin. So that's my memorabilia in the AUDL. Sam, you look like you're grabbing something. What are those?
Yeah, these are my awards that I earned in 2012 and 2013 for making the all league team. They have Cameron Brock's name on them for some reason, but I'm the one who has them. I still have to
Nice.
figure out how I'm gonna like prop them up somewhere, but for now they're gonna sit here on the couch with me.
Perfect.
I've got this 2012 inaugural season disc that says playoff against Bluegrass, 13 goals. New AUDL record, Cameron Brock. Officially, that's not the record. There's no record of that record kept. I think it says it's like a 12-way tie with 8 goals in a playoff game for the record. So, officially,
Heresy.
this disc doesn't exist, I guess, but unofficially, this is the record scoring disc for the 13th goal that Cam scored against the Bluegrass. So that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Well, shout out to Cam. Let's get into it. I've been thinking about this episode all day. I'm so excited.
So today we've got an ultimate Lei Out draft. For those who don't know, we will be at Lei Out in less than a week. We'll all be there playing. And so today the 4 of us, draft our ultimate dream teams for Lei Out specifically. You have to have 2 captains that are ultimate Frisbee players, and there are no other ultimate Frisbee players allowed on your team. You must have at least 1 athlete, 1 historical figure, and 1 fictional character. We're trying to be an even split between male and female matching players. Other than that, I think there's no more rules, right?
That's it. Yeah.
I think each Frisbee player you have to have a male
Yeah.
matching and a woman matching player. Your 2
Yeah.
Frisbee players, but then yeah, that's it. Oh, and
then-
teams of 8. Teams of 8.
Teams of
And
8.
the only rule is that there are no rules.
The other rule,
except for those rules.
The other rule is it's a snake draft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Almost forgot about that rule.
Should we figure out the order? Got a random number
Yeah.
generator or something?
I'm ready. I can just start sharing my screen.
Are we going
Bang.
ultimate players first, or are we going them whenever you want?
No rules,
think-
man.
No
Well,
rules.
it's
I
your.
didn't say that rule. You can do whatever you want. I'm
No
number
rules.
4. God damn.
No, I haven't randomized it. I just wrote them
You
in.
wrote my name 4th? God damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's alphabetical.
Sam hates Joe.
All right.
That's not alphabetical.
All right, there we go.
First
Andrew,
pick. Let's go. I'm
Andrew,
so happy.
Ryan, Joe, Sam.
Okay.
All right. So Andrew, you get your 1.1 no matter what. Let me.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. And then again, the only rule is that you're gonna submit your your pick by sending their picture to our group chat here. So all
Yeah,
the fans can take a look at what we've been texting about the past half hour.
How was
All
your
right.
G&T?
It's delicious. Andrew, you are on the clock, I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, with the first overall pick, I am going to go with my fictional character. Yeah, and it's gonna be, oh God. Give me a sec.
I'm so
I'm
excited.
taking, if it sends, I'm taking
Oh,
Korra from
yeah.
Legend of
Mhm.
Korra
Mm-hmm.
with
Great
the one
choice.
Wow.
overall pick.
what a pick.
Korra is a elemental user, which I think is a huge plus. Proven athlete in the bending games. Pro bending, sorry.
How do you spell
Proven
that?
track record.
Korra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all out athlete, easy 1-1 for me. I think possibly the most powerful fictional character. I mean, we'll see how the draft shakes out, but I'd put Korra up against anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, especially on the
Leader,
beach. You got a waterbender on the beach. Like, come on.
yeah, and Earthbender in the sand. I mean, it's game over. I
Yeah.
mean, like, yeah, I don't know. Obvious 1-1 for me. Super glad I got Korra. The only one I was afraid of maybe someone snatching, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Great choice. Great choice.
Yeah, that is a great choice.
All right, Ryan, I believe you're next.
I'm working on it. I'm working on the copy and paste of this picture right now. That is a great pick, Andrew. And
It
I
was the
think
only one I was afraid that you would take.
all right. My first 102. Oh, it's loaded. Here we go. I don't know how this is not the number one overall pick. Sharpshooter herself, Caitlin Clark, off the board. Oh,
Mm,
give
Yeah.
me Caitlin Clark.
was on my mind. Was definitely on my mind. Not on my board though.
Not on your board?
Um, still in college. I think there's other more established
Hey, whoa,
pros.
whoa, whoa. We've got picks to go. We got picks to go.
I
Mhm.
know there's more. I think there's more. That's the one thing that held me back, but definitely crossed my mind. Definitely crossed my mind.
Yeah.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick.
I
Yeah.
think the first round is about taking people you're scared other people are going to take. And I was definitely
Yes.
scared
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark would not fall back to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm with
smart.
that.
All right, Joseph, you're up.
Yep. So I think that's a good pick. I think your biggest issue here is that Caitlin Clark, she doesn't play on sand.
Mm.
You know, she plays on court,
Yep.
which is why I'm taking Misty May Trainer with my first
Oh,
pick.
that's really smart.
Oh man, that should have timed up way better.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thanks.
All right, that's a solid pick. She's on the older side though, no? Isn't she
She's
retired?
retired, which means
Yeah.
I get her in her prime.
Oh, good point. Good point.
Thank you.
Her name's gonna be too long to write in here. I'm gonna write Misty. All right.
Okay.
Excellent pick.
Okay.
We've got 3 women matching players off the board. I'm gonna open this up with the first male matching player. And this guy, it's I'm going for, it's layout. I'm going for a team that's good, of course, but I also want it to be a fun time. So this guy is possibly, depends who you ask, fictional character or historical figure.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the devil, Satan,
Wow.
to join my team. I think he would be a super fun time and also probably really dominant. And also, like, the drunker he gets, the better he's gonna be,
Mm,
Oh
is
man,
my
that is
take.
See, I feel like
I think it's gonna be
that
a
could
fun
go two
time.
ways. It could either be fun or it could be like not very fun. It could get dicey quick.
I've heard
But
that about him, but I feel good. I feel good. I feel like we're gonna bond well.
so
Mhm.
that's
Um,
historic. I think that has to be a fictional character, right?
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
That's not
oh,
a. I think that's
oh, yeah, no, that's fine.
oh.
We can go with
That's
that.
that doesn't
Um,
mess. Does that mess your draft up or
no.
okay?
Just saying, you're
Sorry for
calling.
all the.
Let's get into it. Is religion real or not?
I had another similar pick that I was wondering which category
just
it would
on
also
defense.
go
Yeah,
into.
fair enough.
God?
And then
No leaking picks.
no leaking picks. Since this is a snake draft, I'm gonna pick a frisbee player now,
Ooh, here's where it gets dicey.
and I think I'm just gonna go with someone who would get along with my first pick, probably, um, or vice versa. I'm gonna go with Ben Yacht.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was actually on my short list because of just how long his strides are, which kind of negates the running on the sand aspect.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
See, I feel like, you know what? That's a great pick. That's a great pick. I
No,
won't
talk your shit. Talk your shit. It's not like we're gonna see him in a week and he might hear this pod. Like, say what you're gonna
you
say.
know, I don't know anything. I think that's a solid pick. I think that's a really solid pick. The one thing I want to do comment is I think it's interesting how we didn't take any frisbee players in the first round.
yeah,
I actually was
I wasn't
planning
expecting that.
I was planning on it, and then it seemed like nobody was, so I wanted to get my other picks out. I
Yeah,
felt like
yeah,
my
yeah.
frisbee players maybe were safe.
Yeah, that's actually exactly how I felt.
All
Um,
right.
yeah,
Interesting.
I'm actually pivoting again to somebody who was not on any of my sheets. After what you just said, Alu, after what Sam you just picked, I'm
Wow.
gonna have to go with Jesus. I have to.
yeah.
Oh,
I
Okay.
have
that's a
to.
historical. That counts as historical.
He
Yeah,
walks
I
on
think so.
water, but can he run on sand? Who
Uh,
knows?
that's a very good point. He also turns water into wine, which I think is a
That's
really good.
huge.
That's a
Yeah,
vibe.
that's
Huge at
huge.
layout.
And I just feel like we're creating a huge rivalry here, an obvious, clear rivalry between Sam's team and my team.
Sure.
You can go back a million years, and it's always been Misty May Trainer versus Ben Yacht.
Mhm.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So ah shit. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to send a picture. I didn't have a Jesus picture ready.
Yeah. You
Shit.
know, and in this little lull we got going on, Joe was talking, or Joe or someone was talking shit about my Caitlin Clark pick because she's not seasoned. This is a layout draft.
I
I'm
didn't say
taking the
that.
college player who's gonna party
Mm.
with me at layout over the seasoned vet who's maybe 16 seasons into her career. Just saying.
Okay, that's a great point, Ryan. That's actually, and that factored into a lot of my decisions as well. So I'm with you on that line of thinking.
100%.
Yeah, I see that. I feel like Caitlin Clark's too serious to be a fun hang, though. She might be
Probably pretty
all
intense.
competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would argue Ben Yacht may not be a fun hangout layout.
I think it would be.
I think he would be.
He
Man,
let me
see
drink out of the Empire trophy.
now I'm starting to rethink some of my picks here.
Oh,
That's a good
It's
picture.
it's a tough balance. That's a great picture. It's tough to ride the balance between like what I'm drafting for myself, like who do I want to hang out with, and then
yeah.
like do I want to win like whatever Twitter poll we're gonna put up.
All right, Ryan, who you got?
Oh man, this is so easy. Um, I had a lot of people in mind. I actually had developed all eight possible frisbee players as my captains of my team. Um, but my 101 when it comes to frisbee players in the male matching division is none other than this player who's about to you're going to see on your screen very soon, Elliot Moore,
I
the
knew you would do
ultimate
that.
layout
Shocker.
hang, and he's second frisbee. This is a no-brainer when you're doing a layout draft. It's just too easy. So he is off the board. He is on my team. We are gonna get fucked up, and we're gonna play good frisbee.
That's a really I think that pick is very much in the spirit of what I think this draft is about. He was on my board. Good pick.
All right, Andrew, back to you. You get two in a row here.
Oh boy. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not really sure which direction I want to go with this. I thought maybe I'd have to pick. I thought for sure I'd have to pick one or or someone would take one of these, but now I get to pick. All right. All right, fuck it. I'm going with my heart here
Mm-hmm.
and it's sending. I'm picking Claire Trope.
Nice.
Great pick. That's a great pick.
Exploded onto the scene recently, and I think what did it for me was DC Rising. Helped Scandal get into the finals. Just all around baller. I think her skill set plays really nicely into like the 4v4 beach setting. I think she's super versatile. And this is like one of my few like serious picks. Like if I'm actually trying to run it and like win, I want
Yeah.
Retro. So
Yeah, definitely on my board as well.
Okay.
As with mine, I will say, I'm pretty sure Shadow lost to the Radiants in the semifinals, not the finals.
Yeah, but in the
No, he was talking
club,
about club.
I was talking about club.
He said Scandal, not Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Get
my bad.
fucked.
Too similar of
Show.
names. My bad. My bad. You're totally
Okay.
right.
And you know what? I feel okay about this pick coming back to me. Yeah, okay. I think I gotta send it on this. I'm gonna take Lamar Jackson. Um,
Oh,
Nice pick.
nice.
I, I would
Nice
put
pick.
I would put Lamar Jackson up against any of your other like professional athletes.
Yeah.
He was kind of my 1-1. Like I just think he's
Mhm.
super versatile. I think to be a quarterback, you have to have the IQ. You have to like see space really well. I think that would translate really well into frisbee. Um, the dude could run on you all day.
All day.
And I do think he'd be a great hang. He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's a great
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, great choice.
He's also, importantly, not busy next week.
True.
They have a bye.
He can literally like how many of your other athletes could actually come?
That's so huge. All right. I'm gonna round out my team with another frisbee player just so I can just finish my
Oh,
draft with whoever
bastard.
I want. I'm taking the best female frisbee player in the whole country, Kayla Helton. She's not only gonna be on my team as a
On my
player,
board.
but she's my coach. She's straight
Yep.
up my coach.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
we're gonna win it all. This is a no-brainer.
I'm wearing my Kayla Helton thing. That's
Yeah.
cheating.
Sam, I thought for sure you were taking her in like the first round.
I thought Kayla was going 101, and then when I saw Cora go, and I'm like, I think I've got time to snap Kayla.
Yeah, I thought she might come back, but alas.
Alas, she did not.
Over to Joe.
Excellent pick, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
All right. Well, I'm also going to go with a frisbee player. I'm going with somebody who just won World Beach Nationals. Oh, what world? Yeah, World Beach, and also won the WUL championship. Unfortunately, because it's Seattle. But I'm going to go with
Dun, 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 dun.
Jamie Erickson.
Nice.
Yep, on my board. On my board. Good pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cute dog too.
I had a couple other higher that like I mean obviously I had a couple other higher, but that was Jamie Erickson was on my radar for sure.
All right. Let me write her name and then okay, 2 in a row for me. I'm gonna check that spelling later. I am super excited about my first women matching player who is a fictional character or a historical figure, depends who you ask. But I think she would be so nasty at this sport and also would function as the team mom, which is key when everyone's drunk at Lei Out. I'm gonna go. Nope, wrong image. Wrong image. I'm gonna go
Go back.
with. Let's hope that worked. Nope. Okay. Anyway, Elastigirl is my pick.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, she was on my list as well.
Elastigirl or Mrs. Incredible?
Actually, I don't know. I guess I have a picture of Mrs. Incredible, but same
So-
deal. And I want her to be team mom, so I'll go Mrs. Incredible.
So what I will say is that I considered her, but like she's a mom. I don't think she's gonna wanna like play beer pong with you guys. She'll be the one saying like, "Hey guys, come on, we got some games tomorrow. Like let's cool it off a little bit."
I don't think so. Like
I kind of
she,
hold her
you know
out
how
for
she
me.
like she in the movie she like secretly like knows how to fly a plane. She calls her like secret pilot friend is like, let me fly your plane and go on this mission by myself. Like I feel like she's got kind of a wild streak,
You're going for the okay.
but she's also responsible for sure, which I think can be a plus.
I don't know how she gets along with like the devil though, or Ben. Yeah, like
Yeah, we'll see.
It's an interesting squad. It's definitely
yeah.
I do think Ben Yacht could be a good middle person between Mrs. Incredible and Satan.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think Benyard can really go both ways here.
Yeah.
I love it.
And then everyone already has their women matching frisbee player, so I can actually wait to do that till the end. Um, I'm gonna go with another women matching player. I'm stuck between an athlete and another fictional character. But I think for the sake of shaking it up, I'll go with an athlete. Um, I'm not sure which one I want because I have two closely related people right next to each other, but I think I'm gonna go with Sue Bird.
It's a good pick.
Nice. Nice.
Because she's the goat and she seems like she's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. She seems like she could hang.
All right. Well, I'm glad that my overall plan so far has been working. Um, I'm going with my other frisbee player, someone who also won gold in World Beach and who I just think would complement this team well, would make just the team great, would make the hanging great. I think it just you can't do much better than this team chemistry. Now, two of my players own half of a dog. You gotta go with Johnny Mox here.
Good pick. Good hang.
Okay. You made me
Disagree.
nervous because I thought you were going a different direction. See, this is why this pick is tough because they're just gonna go and hang out with each other, and they're not
I
gonna.
agree.
They're
I
not gonna
agree.
party. They're gonna like do their own thing, and then suddenly the party like. I mean, that's a significant
That's
Yeah,
a
they're gonna
percentage
like
of
go
your
on a
team that's
hike,
like out.
in my
Yeah, they're gonna go on a
opinion.
hike
that is
alone.
a
Like,
huge point you're making here. And this is why I think most layout teams try to avoid couples, to avoid this exact scenario. You're gonna get them on the field, but you might not get them for the hang.
But I do
See, but
love that they're in the same picture.
thank you.
that's kind of saving. That's kind of saving it for you, Joe.
Okay, so here's my comeback for that. If they are gonna produce on the field for me, right, and then they go and do their own thing while partying, that leaves more beer for me, right? It's not like they're both gonna be partying with me and terrible hangs. They're either gonna be at the party doing some party stuff and then about to leave, or they're just not gonna be there at all. And I would rather have that than just like a terrible person
They're
to
probably
hang
gonna
out with.
start like arguing with each other, and like things are just gonna get weird. Like,
All right. Well,
Who's to
I'm
say?
I'm gonna go with my next pick. And before I do, I just want to make sure. Okay, that's cool, cool, cool. My next pick is a historical figure, and I think this is a pretty good one. I'm going with Jesse Owens, one of the fastest men
bro,
alive.
yeah.
This dude,
Alive?
well, at one point, not anymore.
Oh,
That was a bad mistake.
brutal.
But no, yeah, Jesse Owens. If you've seen any like historical documentaries about this man, like the track that they were running on was not anywhere near the track that they're running on now, and I would equate it closer to sand. So this guy can move on sand.
Mm, fair enough. All right, back to you, Andy.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Um, I want to get into more of my fun picks, but I'm still. I mean, I don't even know why I'm at this point. I don't know why I'm afraid that anyone's gonna take any of my picks. Um, it
Just
looks
get
like.
funky with
Oh,
it, you know?
actually, okay. Wait. Let me think about it. So, you guys have all already taken a women matching professional athletes, so I actually can just pick. I can do that last, so that actually gives me some wiggle room.
You can
We
also
could do
save
that.
your male matching frisbee player for last because we all
Yeah,
have one.
yeah. I'm gonna go with here. Okay. I mean, okay. I think I know which two I'm gonna take. It's just about which order I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's
Um,
crucial.
I'm gonna go ahead and I think out of respect, I'm gonna give the higher pick because this is the actual goat. Um, my historical figure, gonna get it off the board. I'm gonna go with Harriet Tubman.
All right.
Oh,
Um, the actual literal goat. Underground Railroad, like just super important historical figure. I mean, in terms of impact, I would put Harriet Tubman toe to toe with any of your historical figures. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, I don't know if any of you've seen the Key and Peele sketch where she's like doing parkour and stuff. I'd like to think that that's the version of like the
Yeah,
Harriet
I
Tubman that
buy
I
into
have.
that. Yeah.
She's retired. You get her in her prime. It can be any version.
Yeah, I think I get like prime Harriet Tubman goes against anybody just in terms of historical impact and just everything. Boom, Harriet Tubman. Super super stoked to
Nice. Good
have
pick.
Harriet on the team. And then with my next pick, I'm gonna go with I think like right now my team, like you look at the top four, it's like I don't like in terms of like 4v4 layout, I would like I'm super, super thrilled with this lineup, but I haven't really focused on the partying part yet.
Mhm.
And this saves everything right here. I'm going with Jake the dog from Adventure Time.
Nice.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
the fictional character I want to party with the most, and he can morph into any shape,
Yeah.
which just gives unlimited versatility on the field. And yeah, I think like the top half of my team here is like really serious. They're like locked in, they're focused. I think Jake like brings out all their like goofy sides, and I think I just like I want to party with all these people so bad.
Yeah,
So
Jake the dog is the guy who like plays 1 point in the first game and then he's just drinking the rest of the day. He doesn't give a fuck and he's like cracking
absolutely
jokes all up and down the sideline.
the
That's a
Yeah.
absolute
Yeah.
glue,
great personality.
the glue of the team. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's a good pick. My next pick, I'm gonna go with someone who is 6'5", is an athlete, and I know can move on the sand because Alex Kleinman is a gold medalist volleyball player, and she is gonna kill it as a frisbee player.
Okay.
Yeah, good
Not on my
move.
board, but solid pick.
No, but I like the thinking there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you
My
need the
team,
sand.
my team is all about recruiting the people with knowledge, like Kayla Helton, and then just taking athletes like Caitlin Clark, Jesse Owens, and Alex Kleinman, and just turning them into frisbee players.
I mean, she's just no Misty May trainer, but you know,
Agreed. Agreed.
that's all right. That's a
A
Yeah,
fine
gold
pick,
medal
I
is a gold
guess.
medal, you know?
gold medal is a gold
Gold
medal.
medal is a gold medal. So I think that's gonna bring me to my I guess I had Jesus, who was maybe a historical figure. But
Yeah,
to,
yeah, we
to
said
another
that.
historical figure, she fought hard for every point. She literally never lost in battle, and she was executed by France because nobody could fucking guard her.
She's on my
Um,
list for sure.
On my board.
so yeah, Joan of Arc.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That was on my board. I last minute I thought of Harriet Tubman and I liked that pick a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
but Joan of Arc was the first historical figure that I thought of.
Sam, I was worried you were going Joan of Arc when you went with Elastigirl. The way you were describing it, I was like, oh fuck, oh no. I really wanted Joan.
Yeah,
Um
similar people for sure.
Great
Yeah,
pick though.
that was one of my remaining historical figures, so I guess I should knock out a historical figure to check off that box. Um, I think this is an unconventional one, but for my historical figure, I'm going with Princess Diana.
I considered her too.
Yeah,
Interesting.
she
Okay,
seems
interesting.
cool as fuck.
I like that you got a picture of her jogging.
Yeah, I
So
got her doing something athletic so that I could talk about how she went jogging at least once in her life, which is
There's that
more than I
one
could say for
video.
myself.
There's that one video of her like sprinting at like a parent child thing at a school, and she's like racing other parents.
Was she fast? Probably super fast.
I don't really remember, honestly. I feel like
Anyway,
yeah.
I think Princess Di would be a sweet hang. Um, Sort of my Jake the dog, if you will. Uh, and then I had a bunch of male professional athletes, and I chose them less based on how good they are at frisbee and more if like they have a partying reputation. And I'm gonna go with may he rest in peace. God damn it, not the devil.
The devil.
May he rest in peace. Wade Boggs.
Wait,
Rip.
Boggs.
Boss
For
Uh,
historical,
Hogs.
is this historical figure or
no, this is this is male professional athlete, but it could be both.
okay? Yes, okay.
Um, Wade Boggs, obviously legendary for drinking like 70 beers on a plane
That
out
is
to
such a good pick.
California.
Oh
I
no.
I want to do that. I'm flying there on Thursday. I want to do that.
God damn it. Sam, that might have I'm worried because like for me, I feel like I have the winning team right now, but like I think the Twitter poll that's a big like Twitter poll pick.
Yeah, I've got Wade Boggs and Satan like shoving drinks in everyone's hands. Like, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, but
Oh
Mrs. Incredible
man.
is gonna make sure you're gonna be okay.
Mhm. Exactly. She's gonna make everyone lasagna, you know.
All right. I've got a dual threat out here on the field and for hanging. On the hanging side, you've got someone fun who can take charge, who makes a lot of decisions that are fun and like what we want to do. They also are always down to give rides, always. They've got great acceleration, right? They go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds,
Are you
and
picking a car?
and they're 28 feet fucking tall. All right. I'm picking Optimus Prime.
I
Oh shit.
I considered getting a transformer.
That's such a good call.
That did cross my mind. That is such a good pick. I was thinking Bumblebee, but
Mhm.
yeah, no, that is
My only thing is Optimus Prime is such a narc. I don't know how fun he'll
Well, I
be,
think he
but
gets a bad rep because that's who he plays in movies, but that's not who he is in real life.
yeah, for sure. Plus, he could drive everyone home from the fields, you know. He could just turn
Exactly.
into a
He's
truck, you know.
always down to give rides.
Yeah. That's gonna come in handy, especially if it rains again.
That's such a good pick. Oh man. All right. My next pick is we were talking about this earlier, who was my 101, and then Andrew's like, I think we have the same 101. This guy was really my 101 all along. It was never not going to be on my team. This is the greatest athlete of all time. Nobody can argue anything different. I'll die on my deathbed saying that. Pablo Sanchez,
Oh,
backyard
Yeah,
baseball is by far the best athlete of all time, and he's on my team.
wow.
I would
Okay.
body that kid.
Not legal to drink, but
Oh, he can't hold his
what a
liquor, I
player.
bet.
That's
What a
what I was gonna
player.
say. So Ryan, my initial I thought of Aang from Avatar first
Mm.
because I think he might be the best all around athlete, but he's 10 years old, and I can't have a 10-year-old at my layout party, so I went with Korra.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
fair
was kind
enough.
of my logic. But on the field, I think you guys your team's looking scary. Your team's looking
Yeah,
scary on the
My
field.
agreed.
team, I think I've decided to lean into winning the actual frisbee tournament part of it, because I think if I try to pivot at all towards drinking, it's just going to be a mishmash. So Elliot's going to do enough work. Me and Elliot are going to do enough work for the whole team, and then the rest of them are just going to kill out on the field.
And I think I have both in the bag. So, but that's cool. That's fine. It's a good pick though. That's an excellent pick, Ryan. Is it my turn?
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Oh boy. Okay. See, I didn't think it would come to this, but I'm kind of overwhelmed with like all really good options. Um I think there's a character that I want just for the graphic, but I actually don't I'm not seeing the chemistry right now with the rest of the team. Okay, I'm gonna go for one of the Go athletes. I think in terms of if you're talking about like value of my pick right now, I think this might be the best value I've gotten. I mean, maybe Pablo's pretty good, but I'm going with Katie Ledecky.
Mm.
And if we're talking about like chemistry on the field, DC area, Claire Trope, DC area. We can talk about the Nats or something probably.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
I think she seems like a cool hang too. So yeah, so now this is where I'm getting kind of nervous, and I need to make sure So I'm covered. I actually have to go with male matching players now. I'm done with my women matching players.
Yeah.
Um,
You need your
I,
frisbee player
I,
still.
I need my frisbee player, and I could go with another. I mean, I could go with whatever I want, but I've got all my. I need my frisbee player, and then I'm covered aside from that. I know that you guys aren't gonna get this one, so I'm gonna go with my male matching player right now. This is the guy that I want on my team. We're talking about okay. I think with layout for me, like I like your Ben Yacht pick, Sam, but I think you need someone whose skill set is like quick, explosive, cerebral, handler type. And so for my male matching player for my layout team, I've gone with Max Lang. Um,
Genius.
I don't think you can beat the vibes, and I actually think he gives you an excellent chance to win. He's the guy that I want on my team.
That's
Vibes up.
very solid. And yeah, just such a fun time, that guy.
Yeah, I
For
mean he's he's
anyone watching this, this is one of our college teammates.
yeah. This draft is for me. This is gonna hurt. There's other picks that I had that like I could have done it for the Twitter poll, but this is for me. This is my team, you know?
Yeah, follow your heart. I love it.
All right, with my next pick, I'll be honest, I have so many fictional characters to choose from, and it's really hard to just pick one. So I'm gonna go with the biggest wild card I could think of that I bet none of you even had remotely close to your draft board. But I'm gonna go with someone who has proven they can handle their liquor, but also proven that they're the most skillful artist in the entire
Wow.
world. I'm going with
Great call.
Wesley from The Princess Bride. Um,
Interesting.
this man will beat you on the frisbee field with his left hand, and then halfway through the game be like, "I forgot I was right-handed," and then just
Yeah,
sauce you up.
that's so true. That's a great pick.
Oh, not on my board, but Ryan, I'm out of all
Wesley,
the other teams, I would
there is
trade
there is a T after the S. Just I learned that
Oh,
today.
Wesley, that's right. Yeah.
and Ryan, I think this is saving your vibes as well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he's such a stud.
Yeah.
I love that pick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was debating on which of my final two I wanted to put here. Uh, but I have a picture that's pretty similar to the one that Ryan just put, so I'm going to send it with this person. All I can really say about my next pick is they're pure athleticism. They can do flips and shit. They're certainly like a twisty handler. Their accuracy when throwing things is just like unbelievable. Great stamina. Never seen them get tired. They'll go toe to toe with anyone. So here I'm going with my fictional woman matching player. I'm going Catwoman.
Pick.
Yeah,
That's a really good pick.
a great beach player, I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah, she won gold last year.
I see that.
Well, I still need my women matching frisbee player, actual frisbee player.
There are some really good ones. I'm like
Yeah,
kind of shocked. Like I just the way the draft went. Um, Maybe
yeah,
because we only had to pick one. That's just kind of the way we went. It's like, well, if
right.
I can't get the one that I like, I can get another one that's also amazing. So
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, there's only four of us, so there's only four going off the board.
yeah,
I'm gonna go. I'm between two that I have on my list, but I think I'm gonna go with. Let's see if the copy works this time. Yeah, with Robin Fennig
Oh, it's a good pick.
on noise.
nice.
Uh, I obviously I've never spoken to her, but she seems cool. I feel like she would be a lot of fun, and also obviously is insane at frisbee. Um, so and that's what I think I like her and Sue Bird as my
Mhm.
handler kind of players, and then you have Ben Yad and Satan just running down the field, wreaking havoc deep. I think I think that's a recipe for success. Um,
I believe she was also on the World Beach team that won gold.
oh sweet. Well, there you go. I didn't even know that. Um, and my last pick is I'm gonna go with a historical figure, I think. Um, depends who you ask. but I found a picture of him playing with a disc, so I feel like that speaks volumes. I'm gonna go with Hercules.
Oh,
Oh,
Look at that.
Sam.
Wow.
Laying out,
Wow.
Oh
snagging that
no.
disc. And
Sam might have just run
also,
away with this.
he is huge and muscly and hot. And
Oh.
I bet he can drink a lot. I would have to imagine.
Oh,
So
Sam, that's such a good pick.
that rounds out my team.
I mean, you want to talk about an athlete? I mean, that was on full display in the film.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh man, that's a good pick. It's a good pick.
I am going with somebody of a similar origin, I guess. They've been quoted saying, "Don't mess with them when they're on a breakaway." They lassoed the sun. They harnessed the breeze.
I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going.
You know, how can you do better than an actual demigod? Oh, that did not
On my
work.
board. On my board for sure.
And yeah, I don't think that worked. And the part of the song where he says, "What's the lesson? What is the takeaway? Don't mess with Maui when he's on a breakaway."
It
Oh,
worked.
it did work. That's athletic. All right. He plays basketball. He may or may not play frisbee. I honestly don't really think it matters. I think he's gonna go out there and do literally whatever he wants because he has like in the song he says he can do anything but float. Anything but float. All right. And we're not playing in the water, we're playing on the sand.
Yeah.
And he was stuck on that beach forever. He was living on
Yeah.
sand. He
It's
knows the
it's a home
sand.
court advantage.
He knows the sand.
Yeah. Great
So
pick.
Oh,
Great pick.
Joe,
gotta take Maui. Gotta take
that
Maui.
that is a really, really good pick. I'm kicking myself for not even considering that, but that actually, if I had more time to think about this, that actually might have been a steal for like that's exactly what I need to
Mhm.
round out my team, and you took that off the board. So
I appreciate it.
now I don't know what to do.
you know, with the last pick of the draft, it's really tough because there's a lot of options still out there. But layout specifically is about vibes, and I want to make sure everyone on my team has a good time. And I'm looking at my roster, and the one person I'm really worried about is just what is Pablo Sanchez gonna do, kind of like post tournament stuff. You know,
Yeah.
he's not gonna be able to get to the bars, so he needs an athlete to hang out with and have a good time that also probably won't be able to get to the bars. So my next pick is someone that can make anything
Nice.
possible. I'm
Nice.
going with Kim Possible.
On my board as well.
Oh, that's so good. You know what I will say though? When I was thinking about this draft, I think you're leaving a lot on the table if you're not using like a supernatural fictional character or with like magic powers. But that said,
Yeah, yeah.
I do think that Kim Possible is the exception to that. That is an excellent pick. Athlete.
He- uh, Weirdly, that when I looked at this draft, I was like, this needs to be somewhat plausible. You know, it is a layout team. So, yes, am I bringing, animated characters to my team, but can I bring a transformer to layout? I don't know.
Of
You
course you
know,
can. Are you kidding me? Show me the rules where it says a transformer can't play.
no,
There are
there's
no
no
rules.
See, I was thinking like magic and shit totally fine because in the rules of frisbee, like there's nothing saying you
Nothing
can't
about
use
it.
your elastic arm. But then in my head, I was like, do I go with someone like Samus who can like just shoot a rocket at you? And I was like, that's definitely a foul. So I don't
Yeah.
want to choose someone
Yeah.
like that. I feel like you gotta like
Samus was on my board too.
you just gotta balance it just there's no rules about magic, but there's rules about too much contact.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or like killing people. Because like I
That
had
might not be.
the I had the lady from Kill Bill on my board. And I was just like, she's gonna murder someone, and that's gonna be way too
Wow.
many penalties on my team.
Yeah, I don't know if you can rein in Maui though. He might just be fouling left and right.
I think overall Maui is like
There's no stopping
good.
Maui on a breakaway. Like literally nothing can stop him.
Well, yeah, don't try to. Don't get in the way, and then you won't get fucking skied by a demigod.
Yeah, fair enough. All
All
right,
right.
Andy, what do you got?
It's me. Okay. This was not on my board. I thought of this just now, but I think this is the perfect pick to round out my team. With this pick, I'm really thinking like I'm thinking about hanging out at the Airbnb or like when the games are done, getting towards the end and we're just hanging out. Who's a good hang? Who do I want on my team? Who rounds out this group and just really gets us gelling? And I think for me it's kind of a no-brainer, and I'm glad I landed here. And I'm going to take R2D2 for the last pick.
I love that.
And as we said, genderless is a floater, so this will fill my last male matching player role.
I don't
But
think you.
I just think that R2 has all kinds of gadgets. I think a lot of cool party tricks he's always getting into mischief.
Yeah,
And
he
I think
is.
that's exactly what I need. Late night,
Mhm.
after where are we going after the layout party? I think R2 has an idea where to go. He's got the GPS navigation.
Mhm.
And I
I
think he
bet
can
he's got some like
some
booze hidden in his
that's what
little
I'm saying.
compartments
I think
too.
he's
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
I think he's got tools to like mix cocktails and stuff. So like we can always like be good to go, locked and loaded. So I'm rounding out my team with R2D2, and I could
I
not be more
love
thrilled.
that. I love that pick.
He can give a little shock to people who fell asleep because they were too drunk. He can use his little hologram just for like any fun shit we want to watch. That's a great pick. That's a great
Yeah.
pick.
Exactly. Exactly.
These are some good teams.
Yeah, I love the look of these.
He's gonna get fucking skied by Optimus Prime though.
All right, let's go through some honorable mentions because I want to talk about people on my draft board that I left.
Yeah, we can do
off.
that. We can do that.
Huge person, literally and figuratively. Wilt Chamberlain was on my draft board that I just could not find a spot.
Mm.
I would, we would just never talk to a single woman if he was there.
Yeah, he would
Yeah,
be
it's
lane game.
tough to have him on your team.
Yeah, and that's fair. Another one was Hawkeye from the Avengers. Like every time he throws the disc, it's just gonna be completed. So perfect frisbee player there.
Hmm. Yeah, I had a couple too. I had alongside Wade Boggs, I had Charles Barkley, who I think would be a
That's
ton
a
of fun.
Oh, he'd be so fun.
But I went with Wade Boggs, so I thought he'd be less of a problem. And then I also found this obscure Marvel villain called Discus, who I think attacks Black Panther with a disc and has no powers other than throwing his disc. So I
A
thought
little
about him for
one-dimensional.
sure.
A little
Yeah.
one-dimensional, but
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
Very
Um,
apropos.
I had Gronk, who I thought would be really fun.
Also on my
Yeah.
also on my board.
The spiking
Surprised
might
he
get
didn't
out
get
of hand.
drafted.
I also had I had Peter the Great because he's 6'8".
Huh.
Fun fact. I also had Lady Liberty because she's 151-1. And nobody took Superman, which I found interesting.
Yeah, I think it's
Too
But
basic.
too chalky,
Yeah.
yeah, I agree. But one of my other big ones was Doc Ock because he's got
Ooh.
he's got all the extra
Yeah.
arms
Good call.
and he's 6'2". So
That's
I
a
thought
good
that might
call.
be fun.
Peter Parker was on my board.
Oh, he could
I
just like get the disc with his web.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Great poach defender.
Like I said, I had Aang on my board, but him being 10 years old, kind of hurt his case.
Yeah.
I had let me see, I had Mewtwo on my board, but
Oh,
I think
thought you
he's
had
a
both
I
of
think
them.
he's a great pick, but he just didn't like I already have like those personality types I think on my top. I have the like dedicate serious, competitive, want to win to like drive us on the field. I think I already had that. And then I think I needed I think he would be such a bummer to hang out with. So
Yeah.
um yeah. I had Shohei Ohtani on my board. I just don't think
Mm.
he's arguably one of the best athletes in the world, but
Yeah.
I just don't know, how that would play. I don't know how popular he'd be on the poll. Um I had Jamie Erickson on my board, and if I got Jamie Erickson, I was considering going with Leif Erickson, the Viking, and I just thought
Okay.
that was awesome, but also like the fun kind of began and ended with their names being the same. But then after that, I was like, I'm not really sure if I want that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, I also had Carrie Walsh Jennings on mine, to round out the partnership
Sure.
with Misty.
Sure.
But then I just had to take too many other people. I couldn't take her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
That would be good chemistry.
I had a similar thought. So I wanted to get Alex and then April Ross, but then I just thought of Kim Possible actually while we were drafting, and I was like, I think I need to draft her. I had Queen Cleopatra for some leadership in my team.
Mm.
She kind of fell through the cracks. Um, Maggie O'Connell, Marks with Maggie sounds like a solid vibe, but with
Yeah.
Kayla Heldon on the board, I couldn't pass
Yeah.
up that
Yeah, you
opportunity.
gotta.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
She's
Gus
local-ish.
Matthews from Benchwarmers, like just a winner. Like it's
Yeah.
9-on-3, but this guy knows how to win. Just a solid guy. And then the one person that I knew nobody would pick and I had on my board, but I didn't think anyone actually knew who he was, is his name is Jedi Robinson. His real name is Anthony Robinson, but he goes by Jedi Robinson because he loves Star Wars so much. And he's the left winger for the USA men's soccer team. So he is fast as fuck, athlete, freak of nature, and he loves Star Wars. So I just feel like he has to be a good hang. If you're a
Mm.
Yeah.
professional soccer player and your nickname and you go by Jedi
Yeah.
like on the field, it's a good hang.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's a good
sweet.
hang. Definitely late night. Revenge of the Sith viewing at the Airbnb.
Wow, he's so down.
Definitely on the table for that. I also had Genghis Khan on my board.
Nice.
I had him on my
Nice.
board too.
Dominant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thought about him. He might be a bit of a problem though.
I
He
thought
wasn't on
he'd
my
be a bit
board, but I
problematic.
also considered.
Didn't know if I wanted to hang out with him that much.
Yeah.
I also I had Christian Boxley up there.
Oh,
yeah,
Also
same.
DC Rising, same reasons. Manuela Cardenas.
Mhm.
Shocked none of the Cardenas twins
I know.
went. Yeah, Simone Biles, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson are all up there. Just wasn't sure about the I think I liked the chemistry I had on my team. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else that's from. Oh, Marceline from Adventure Time is also on my board. She can float. She plays the bass. I think she'd be a good
Mhm.
hang. Just didn't
Mhm.
really slot in. Didn't wind up working out. But yeah.
Michael
I
Kioi
also
was my next selection. Shout out Kioi. That sounds like a good hang.
I think Kioi would be a great pick.
I
Kioi
also had
bombs.
Naomi
Yeah.
Osaka on mine.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
Also Dina Elimelech.
I had her on my she was on my
Ooh.
big
She
board.
was on my if I hadn't gotten I wanted to do the Erickson Malks thing. If I hadn't gotten Jamie, I probably would have gone Dina. But nobody said Everest,
I thought maybe
I
Everest.
don't
Yeah, I
watch
Wait
thought
that
about
guy.
Everest. Would fuck him.
waitlisted for
Terrible
the
hang.
world
Terrible.
national team tryouts. Some of my more obscure ones were Neil Armstrong. He is 5'11" on Earth, but I thought maybe I could convince you guys to let me have him with moon gravity.
Neil
Um,
Armstrong. Neil Armstrong
he
Okay.
was on my.
also he
You
He
also
get
was
him in
on
played
his
mine.
prime. You get
football.
him in his prime, and I would argue his prime is on the moon.
That's what I'm saying. So moon gravity, Neil, that's
Yeah.
nasty. He played football at Oklahoma A&M. I learned it today while
But
doing
he
this
also has
research.
to be wearing his spacesuit while he's on the beach. He gets moon gravity, but with
Yeah,
the
that's
spacesuit.
not going to be great for traction, but I still think
He'd be
that's a
so
threat
bad at
in the end
defense.
zone. In the end zone,
Sure.
that's a threat. That's an
Um,
O-line. That's an O-line cutter for sure.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments who you thought won. We'll put out like a poll or something. I'm thinking, right? Like,
Mm.
do we have like just between us? I guess we all kind of in a way we all won. I feel like we all got who we wanted.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I like your team, Andrew, as a good hang team
It
for
is a
sure.
really
I
good
think I
hang.
get the hang, and I think I get the. I'm up there. Like I think my team's competitive. I think we can compete.
See,
Yeah.
I don't know how much Katie Ledecky can run on sand. I know she's fast in water.
Bro,
He's
she's an
turning into
Olympic
something.
fucking athlete, dude. She'd cook Pablo. Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pablo's
you
like 3
take
feet
that
tall.
back.
If Pablo's like no height. Like,
Pablo is the best.
Well,
Pablo is the
Pablo
best.
hits dingers. That's his skill set. He hits
He's the
dingers.
no. He can
Pablo's
do
hat
anything.
almost touches the ground. The bill of his hat.
You guys are gonna doubt this when you see Pablo in action. Like he is by far the best player on this.
And Ryan, I gotta say, I think you left a lot of magical powers on the table as well.
That's because I'm all natural, baby.
Andrew,
open.
your team,
I'm
your team's a
open.
little short. Your team's a little short.
Lamar Jackson. Hello.
Uh,
Jake can be as
R2D2?
tall. Okay, R2D2 is there.
Jake can stretch.
for
Jake can
after.
stretch.
Jake can be any size. He can literally transform into a car. Like he could transform. Jake could transform into Optimus Prime. He could transform in anything. Korra, famously, defeated the evil demon spirit. I can't remember the Va something. She was fucking huge. She could like harness the spirit world, and then she can be as tall as like a fucking building, dude. So
All right, man. All I'm saying, all
sweating
I'm
the hype.
saying, all I'm saying, Harriet Tubman's 5'2".
That's tough. That's a little bit tough.
I'm open.
Max is pretty short.
I'm open.